Right now, 6 states are voting in the Democratic primary. Former Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Bernie Sanders both spending part of the day in Michigan. It's where the most delegates are at stake tonight.
And tonight could also be a turning point as Senator Sanders tries to slow down the Joe-mentum, changing the narrative of Joe Biden's sudden surge. Here now, CBS 46 political analyst Dr. Rashad Richey. It's a little bit weird talking about this with coronavirus and everything else that's going on in the news, but still the political process moves forward. We've got these two guys. It seems like Bernie Sanders needs something tonight to show that he really is still in this thing.
He needs a large miracle, not a small miracle, because politics comes down to momentum. And now people are calling it, like you said, Joe-mentum. While the candidate race is actually close because there's only 96 delegates that separate Joe Biden from Bernie Sanders, everybody would say that is a close race.
Tight race.
That's a tight race, but not when you're the surging candidate. Remember, Joe Biden at this stage, Michigan, he was the underdog. Now he's leading by double digits according to the last poll.
We just heard that Michigan's result. Michigan is the big sort of prize tonight.
Yeah.
It has the most delegates at stake, and they're not even going to announce their results until tomorrow, kind of taking a little bit of the, not the air out of the room, but a little bit of the excitement away from us tonight as we watch these returns come in. But what are you expecting? What do you think we're going to see? And what is it going to mean for Georgians when we go to the polls later this month?
So here's what you got. Michigan, all eyes on Michigan. You won't know Michigan until tomorrow. But here's what else you have. You have Washington, Missouri, Mississippi, Idaho, and North Dakota has a caucus. That's not really important. Here's what's important. 352, the number of delegates. In the state of Georgia, still, well over 60% of Democrats who are voting in this primary, they're saying electability is their number one reason to vote for someone. Electability is a subjective art. It is not objective. So what does electability say? Well, if you're winning, you are perceived to be electable.
Right.
If Joe Biden comes out of this mini Super Tuesday with more delegates and more momentum, he looks more electable and will win Georgia easily.
A lot of buzz, and this is not new buzz, but I wonder what you're hearing about Stacey Abrams. In the event that there is a ticket with Joe Biden at the top, that Stacey Abrams could be his number two. What are you hearing? Anything?
Well, let me tell you how this really works in politics, Rick. Okay? You have about 20 people who have been told they're on the short list of 3.
Okay.
That's how this works. Stacey Abrams is a viable national candidate for any VP pick. She does kind of help Joe Biden's weaknesses if it comes to that. But there are a lot of people on that short list, and it has to be vetted by the campaign.
Rashad Richey, we'll see how things pan out. Thanks so much, as always, for coming in.
Thank you, Rick.
All right.